I don't know what was good today, but...
Today we learned how to solve for x or y. So we read the problem and we solve for the variable that it says. So here it says solve for x. That means x will be on the left-hand side of the equal sign, and whatever x equals will be on the right. So first, we copy the equation. 8x plus 2 equals 4y minus 10 minus 2. First, I need to identify and combine the like terms. On this side, I have a negative 10 and a negative 2. I will combine them and get negative 12. So I will have 8x plus 2 equals 4y minus. Then, since the problem tells me to solve for x, I need to get x by itself. So I'm going to move this number away from x by subtracting 2, by subtracting 2 from both sides. So now I have 8x equals 4y minus 14. Divide both sides by 8. I get x equals 4y minus 14 over 8. So my answer would be this one here. So now I go to the right-hand side. It says solve for y. So I copy this one. And I'm going to try to get y by itself. Okay? So I draw the line. And I see if there are any like terms. I have a negative 10 here, negative 2 here. I'm going to combine them, get negative 12. I copy the rest. Okay. Now I'm going to want y by itself. So let me move this number away from y. And I get 8x plus 14 equals 4y. Divide both sides by 4. Y equals 8x plus 14 divided by 4. Okay. We'll do this one here. I copy this one. It says solve for x. So I know I want x by itself. I get 7x plus 2x minus 15y plus 30 equals negative 15 plus 5y minus 6. Okay, so now I need to see if there are any like terms I can combine. I have 2x's here. Let me do 7x plus 2x. I get 9x minus 15y plus 30. And then on this side of the equation, I can combine negative 15 and negative 6, and I get 5y minus 21. So now, let me move the numbers to be with the numbers. I get minus 30 here, minus 30 here. I copy 9x minus 15y equals 5y minus 51. I'm going to move the y to be with the other y. So I can get x by itself. I add 15y here, 15y here. 9x equals 20y minus 51. Divide both sides by 9. Oops. X equals 20y minus 51 divided by 9. This is my answer. Over here, I have to solve for y. So I'm going to get y equals as my answer. So I copy the problem. I draw the line, and I look for any like terms to combine. I have 7x here plus 2x, gives me 9x. On this side of the equation, I have -5, -6. This gives me -21. I copy the rest. And now I'm solving for y, so I want to get y by itself. So let me move this 21 away from the y, and I get 5y equals 9x minus 15y plus 51. I'm going to move this 15y here to be with the other y, and I get 9x minus 51. Oh no, the sign is plus 51, I'm sorry. So I get 9x plus 51 equals 20y. Divide by 20, divide by 20, y equals 9x. 9x plus 51 divided by 20. And that is my answer. So basically, when we solve for y or x specifically, we will get x equals something or y equals something. So we will have two different types of answers. What if I work backwards? What if they give me the x, they give me the y, and I put it into the equation? So let's look at this example problem here. They give me this equation, and then they tell me to put in x equals 2 and y equals 1. Oh, let's do a different color. X equals 2 and y equals 1. So everywhere I see a y, I go through, I put a 1. 8y, 4y, and now I'm going to do x. Everywhere I see an x, I put a 2. Okay, and now I solve the problem. 10 times 1 is 10, minus 2 times 2 is 4, minus 8 times 1 is 8, plus 10 equals 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 times 2 is 6, minus 2. I do order of operations. I get 6 minus 8 plus 10 equals 4 plus 6 is 10 minus 2. I do 6 minus 8 gives me -2 plus 10 equals 10 minus 2. -2 plus 10 gives me 8. 10 minus 2 gives me 8. If they equal, then it is a solution. So let's try these two on our own in the same way that we did the example one here. So in this one, I would set it up like this. X equals 2. Oh, let's do the same colors. X equals 2. Y equals 13. I take this one here, and I get y equals 2x plus 9. I substitute. I put 13 for y equals 2 times 2 for x plus 9, and then I solve. I get 4 plus 9, 13 equals, I get 13 equals 13. This is correct. I do the same thing here. X equals 1, y equals -14. I rewrite the equation. I put -14 for y. I put in 1 for x, minus 10, -4 minus 10 equals -14. -14 equals -14. I know you can't read that part down there, sorry. But that's how you do it. You take the x and the y and you put it into the equation that they give you. In this one, they do the exact same thing. They just give you x and y as a coordinate, and you need to be smart enough to identify which is the x and which is the y. So now I rewrite the equation and I substitute. I get y is 0, negative 8, x is 4, minus negative 32. Minus a negative turns to plus 32. Negative 8 times 4 gives me negative 32 equals 0. Negative 32 plus 32 gives me 0. 0 equals 0. 4, 0 is a coordinate on the graph of this line. In this one, they say solve for x. So I do this as the same one we did in class. I draw the line. I put this one over 1. And I get rid of the fraction. I get equals negative 20. I'm solving for, oh, this is very messy, I'm sorry. I want to get x by itself. I'm solving for x, so I'm going to add the n here. I'm going to add the n here. I get 3ax equals negative 20 plus n. Divide both sides by 3a because I want to get x alone. And I get x equals negative 20 plus n divided by 3a. And then in this type of problem, they say solve for y. So I will be getting y by itself. I draw the line. And now I separate the 3x from the y. I get y equals 12 minus 3x. And these are the three types of problems that you'll be seeing on the homework tonight. Then, finally, we go to, let's see what page this is. We go to page 5. And here we have all the different ways we can say the 4 operations. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So here we're just reviewing how to write equations. So in this one it says, write an algebraic expression. Expression means it will not have an equal sign for each one of these 4 below. So the first one says, write an algebraic expression for 5 greater than half a number t. So we start at number t, and then we work backwards. They say we cut number t, oh, these are very small. We cut number t in half, and then 5 greater, and we get this one. Number 2, the product, let's look up here, it says product is multiplication. So we multiply 7 and s, so 7 and s, divided by is division. The product is multiplication again, of 8 and y. Okay, I'm really running out of room here, I'm sorry. Okay, so we'll put number 3 over here. Number 3 is the sum. Sum is addition of 3 times is multiplication, of 3 times a, and the square of b squared. And then number 4, it says w to the 5th power, w to the 5th power, decreased by means subtraction, 37. So this is us just playing with the language and kind of trying to get used to the math words that a teacher will use when they're trying to teach you math next year. So down here we know how to solve for a specific variable, so you'll just do that, and then that's it.